He's full of confidence. He's nearly 6'9" tall. He's wearing the colours of his beloved Manchester United. Will it be another knockout night for Tyson Fury? Our MC is John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. We are in the heavyweight division. You firstly fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks, trimmed with white, weighing in at 17 stone and 7 pounds, a 12-fight record, 9 wins, 6 inside the scheduled distance, and just 3 defeats. From Germany, it's Jürgen Blasco. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks and weighing in at 18 stone and 12 ounces, undefeated, 9 contests, 9 wins, 7 inside the scheduled distance. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of Manchester, Tyson Fury! Time to the bell is Colin Roberts. Our referee in charge of the action is Mr. Steve Gray. This is 8 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division.
Okay, fellas, if a cold break, you take 1 step back, okay? No punches around the back of the head. Touch gloves. Good luck, fellas.
First fight of 2010 for the former ABA Super Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury. Tonight entering double fighting figures as a pro. He's up against the German Jürgen Blasco, who's won his last couple but has been beaten
to the floor. See, that's the punch. It caught him high in the head, and you can see the effects of that punch in his legs. Blasco did well to stay upright there, tried to get himself back into the fight. He didn't come here to lie down, that's for sure. But the power in Fury's punches left him no choice. Kind of bundled to the floor. But again, tried to get himself back into the fight. But then, not too long before, he was purely in survival mode. And after the second one, there was no point allowing it to go further, and he made it pretty clear he didn't want to go on. When he stood up, he dropped his gum shield out. I think part of the signal that he'd had enough, time to get him out of there, and the referee agreed with that. You can see with his body language here, he did not want to be there any longer.
The 21-year-old making a quick-fire statement, and it's a great heavyweight scene at the moment.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Timekeeper Colin Roberts has recorded a time of 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the first round. Referee Steve Gray has stopped this contest, and Blasco in no position to continue. Your winner, he's still undefeated, from Manchester, Tyson Fury!
Very happy Tyson Fury. 10 straight wins for the 21-year-old. We'll be hearing from him in a couple of minutes' time. Plus more action from here in Huddersfield, a Yorkshire derby featuring Huddersfield's Tyrone Nurse against Sheffield's Adam Kelly. Another quick-fire win for Tyson Fury. 2 minutes 14 seconds is all it lasted. He's ringside with Ed Robinson.
Well, Tyson, after nearly 6 months out, is it good to be back?
Fantastic to be back, yeah. Feels like I'm back being born again.
10th straight win. Did you feel you needed to make a point tonight?
Yeah, I did, but I thought I rushed things, to be honest. I run out there and I wasn't really thinking about what I was going to do. I should have had my head on properly, but what can you say? I got the winning, but it was a bit disappointing for me, actually, because I was going to go in and box and move and all that. But I got caught a few times early on, and opposition like that shouldn't be catching me at all.
How do you feel you're progressing under new trainer Brian Hughes?
Oh, yeah, I'm progressing really well under Brian. I've been learning my new defence and head slipping and all that, and nice powerful hooks and stuff, so everything went really well.
So what's going to happen in the rematch with John McDermott, scheduled for May?
Yeah, the McDermott fight, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be a really good fight. John McDermott's a good fighter. Last time I underestimated him a bit. I was a bit of a novice, but now I've with veteran trainer Brian and Pat, and 22nd of May, don't miss it. Be there or be square.
When rising heavyweight star Tyson Fury faced off with a tough experienced John McDermott, it was dramatic and controversial. McDermott looked like he'd won it, but it was Fury who got the nod. Terry O'Connor gives it to Tyson Fury. Well, well, well. There's unfinished business to settle on Friday fight night. Tyson Fury and John McDermott clash again with the English heavyweight title at stake. We're live from the Brentwood Centre here in Essex. Hi there, good evening. It's the rematch that simply had to happen. The first fight sparked outrage and even led to a change in the rules. Now the stakes are even higher, with the winner getting a shot at the British heavyweight title. Alongside me tonight, Johnny Nelson and Glenn McCrory. They were shocked by the decision last time. They're here to see if it'll be revenge from McDermott or whether Fury can maintain his unbeaten record.
Finally, John McDermott and Tyson Fury have their rematch. 9 months after their first ferocious battle was overshadowed by referee Terry O'Connor's controversial scoring.
98-92 by 6 points. That is extraordinary.
I still think it's one of the worst decisions I've ever witnessed in boxing. I suffered a heart attack at ringside, so I don't think it can get any more controversial than that.
Fury had been the much-hyped favourite. Young, hard-hitting, unbeaten and always outspoken. But his pre-fight jibes only served to motivate the vastly more experienced McDermott.
Oh, John landed the better shots, I landed more. Basically, what can you say? It's going to be a bigger fight, better fight this time. It's going to be more solid punches. I'm actually going to hit him this time, where I didn't last time, really.
All he's done is motivate me. I can't wait to get in the ring. Well, I can't wait to get into the gym, to get back, to get fit, have the fight on.
They've each made adjustments for the rematch. McDermott's joined respected trainer Jim McDonnell.
You'll see a fired-up, skillful, speedy, agile, quick John McDermott.
While Fury's reunited with his uncle Hughie, a notable absentee from the corner last September.
You will see something different on the night, yes, definitely. He's going to show you things that heavyweights normally don't do.
The return's scheduled for 12 rounds. And following the outcry last time, there'll be 3 judges at ringside tonight, although both fighters claim they won't be needed.
It's going to be plenty of fireworks, plenty of action.
I want to get in there, I want to fight to the end.
Top of the show, guys. I said you were shocked by the result last time. How badly was John McDermott robbed?
Very, very unfair for McDermott. He's the best I'd ever seen him perform. He said he lost it on the last 2 rounds. I thought he won it. I thought he won it well.
See Jim McDonnell alongside him this time. Will that make a big difference?
Well, you know, he's somebody that'll motivate him. He's somebody that'll get him going. But I don't know if he needs any motivation. You saw how fired up he was last time. He's going to go and give it all he can. He thinks in his mind he can beat Tyson Fury.
What did he do well that night?
He pressured him. He nullified Fury's jab, walked him down, countered with his own right hands over the top, took control of the pace, took the centre of the ring. The difference between that fight and this one will be the true power behind the throne, and that's Jim McDonnell motivating him to believe in himself and keep the pressure.
You know, I think the problem there was really Fury. Fury at that time was really getting hyped up, and I think he's starting to believe his own hype. And I think this time, this is the best thing that could have happened to Tyson Fury. And I think you'll see a different fighter. And I think this time he will look far better and get a good win.
Do you think that was as good as McDermott gets?
Physically, yes, but it's about self-confidence, and that's why I think Jim McDonnell will make a massive difference. But for Fury will make the mistake of now thinking about what he's doing and taking his time with the pace.
At 30, John McDermott can't get any better. 21-year-old Tyson Fury is. He's going to get better and better.
He underperformed massively that night, didn't he, Glenn?
Yeah, he did. You know, I just think he got carried away by the whole hoo-ha of himself, you know, and now he's got to fight.
You two are split on how this is going to go, aren't you?
I love Fury to death, but I think John McDermott knows a bit too much, and he's got a very clever guy in his corner.
He's a really nice guy, John McDermott, but I think the future's Tyson Fury.
Really good atmosphere here. Sit back, enjoy the action with up to 5 times the picture quality in high definition right here on Sky Sports HD2. It's also available in standard definition over on Sky Sports 2. Your commentary team, Jim Watt and Adam Smith.
The officials appointed for this contest by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your steward in charge, John Handler. Your medical officer, Dr. Ian White. Your timekeeper is Bob Edgeworth. Your judges at ringside are Richie Davis of All Hallows in Kent, Howard Foster of Doncaster, and Victor Laughlin from Paisley. When the action begins, the third man in the ring will be your referee, Dave Paris from Leeds. This contest is presented by Frank Maloney in association with proud sponsors CYC, Southwark Metals, StanJames.com, Red Square Vodka, and BBE Britannia Boxing. And now Fight Nights live on Friday Fight Night on Sky Sports HD. This is your eagerly anticipated main event. 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant English heavyweight title and a final eliminator for the British heavyweight title. Introducing firstly in the red corner wearing the gold trunks with black trim. He fights out of Manchester and weighs in at 19 stone, 4 pounds. He brings an undefeated 10-win career record. 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Tyson Fury. We go across the ring to his opponent wearing the white trunks with blue trim. Fighting out of the blue corner, he comes from Horndon and weighs in at 18 stone, 2 pounds. He enters the ring with 25 wins, 16 of those wins coming by way of knockout against only 60 beats. Please welcome Big John McDermott. This is 12 3-minute rounds of boxing. Boxers, please.
I spoke to you both in the dressing room, boys. You know what I expect of you. Keep it clean, and when I tell you to break, step back and defend yourself at all times. Shake hands, boys. Good luck in the back.
Talk in the trade has raged since September last year. Did Tyson Fury deserve Terry O'Connor's nod? What of that 98-92 scoreline in the Manchester fighters' favour? Was John McDermott wronged? All out of the window. Now we'll find out who has learned more from their first encounter.
He must have known after the first 3 rounds he needed a massive effort, a massive change, but he couldn't bring that about, and he kept walking on to the shots. They both landed shots there, but the real powerful shot came from Fury. And when you're so tired at this stage in such a grueling fight under this temperature, you don't have the energy to take punches like that and recover from them. These kind of punches at this stage in this kind of fight drain you, and there's no way back from that. Full credit to McDermott. He got back up again, tried to continue after the second knockdown, but the legs weren't there. And referee Dave Parrish didn't even have to think about it. The fight was over. Congratulations, tremendous performance from Tyson Fury. Stuck in there that little bit longer when it counted.
No controversy, no conspiracy, Fury tonight. 9.5 months on. It's a clinical finish and a wonderful night for the Manchester heavyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 1 minute and 8 seconds of the 9th round. McDermott having been stopped and being in no position to continue. Your winner and English heavyweight champion, still undefeated from Manchester, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury regains his title. We'll be talking to him in a couple of minutes' time. We'll get reaction from Johnny Nelson and Glenn McCrory. Stay with us because there's Nigel Benn and Steve Collins looking ahead to prize fight of the super middleweights. We'll also bring you news of the draw for that show on Wednesday night and more heavyweight action, including Larry Olubamiwo, the War Machine, looking for yet another knockout victory. Here, Tyson Fury regains his English heavyweight title, knocking John McDermott down 3 times and eventually stopping him in the 9th round. We can hear from him now ringside with Ed Robinson.
Great knockout in the end. How happy are you with the performance overall?
Well, I'm really happy. First four rounds was getting behind the jab. The heat in here is, oh, I don't want to swear, but it's very, very, very hot. And after that, I was really knackered. My legs was getting tired. My body was tired, but there's something in my head saying, Tyson Fury ain't going to quit here because...
You never felt sorry for yourself?
I never felt sorry for myself. I knew that I have that power to knock him out. And all credit to John McDermott again. I said I'd come back here and fight him in his own time again. And I'm only 21 and I'd done that. And there was a lot of things here against me tonight and a lot of people thought I was going to lose. So I just want to say to my dad I love him and I hope I've done him proud. He tried to win this title against a good man. Henry Ackerman, they're so emotional right now. But this title's for him, the British Eliminator. And I want to tell all my family I love them.
Tell us how much this win means to you.
For believing in me, it gave me the fights.
No sparring at all. Are you ready for the British title next?
One fight in 10 months. I've got to get this hand done because I've burnt my hand in about the 5th round. But after that, I want everybody, I want them all every heavyweight in this country, because I know I can do it. I've had about 8 rounds of sparring, my brother Shane there. He's helped me with this fight. He's done as much as he can. He's 25 stone. My little cousin Phil's 11 stone. That's all I've had. And I've had Paul Butlin. And a Russian come over, but he was no good.
In a foreign land. A heavyweight battle scheduled for 8. So here's our ring announcer, Tom Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to York Hall here in London, England for Showbox The New Generation. And it is being brought to you by Hennessy Sports in association with Lonsdale, BoxingGirls.com, Florida Micro, and Showtime. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge is Mick Collier. Our referee in charge, who will also be judging this fight on a 10-point must system, will be Jeffrey Hines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get the action started with 8 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black trunks and weighed in at 221.5 pounds. In the UK, that's 15 stone, 11 pounds, 8 ounces. Coming to us from Keego Harbor, Michigan, by way of San Diego, California, he brings with him a perfect record of 12 wins, no losses, with 9 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rich Super Power. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing gold trunks with black trim and weighed in at 263 pounds. In the UK, that's 18 stone, 11 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, by way of Galway, Ireland, he is undefeated with 11 wins, and 9 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current English heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury.
Gentlemen, join me. Now, gentlemen, you had your instructions in the changing room. 8 rounds or less. Listen, gentlemen, I want your attention. Give me your attention. 8 rounds or less. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Action from round 7. Fury follows the jab with a right from underneath and then follows up with a combination. Good work. Here's the combination from Tyson Fury. I like the fact that he's been throwing punches. He's stringing them together. He's not throwing one shot at a time, where a guy his size, you may expect him to throw one shot at a time.
Tough for them kind of shit shots. I want that combination. Turning over, no. Measure him, press him with your feet, make him move all the time, then you get him in the corner, hit him with an hard shot, step back and come back with a move. You want nice there? No, just give me water. It's nothing. Fine. Feel me? Water. Water. You're smoothering yourself and all sorts. Yeah. You know, put some skill into the job, for God's sake. Right, so, now give it him from the start. Come on.
So round 8, a round that many did not believe this fight would get to, but Rich Power is hanging in there and lands a jab to start things off. Tyson Fury, who says he's the second best heavyweight in England, to David Haye, who's fighting Audley Harrison coming up, wants to end this fight in style.
Well, Haye, of course, is the British heavyweight, but you can't look at Fury, who's 6'9", and not think of the Klitschko's. And you know what? He doesn't want to be the Klitschko's. He wants to be an action fighter. But I still think he can learn a lot from the Klitschko's, especially in terms of footwork and the jab.
Absolutely, but right now he is banging Rich Powers around the ring. But very wild is Tyson Fury, but he's trying desperately to get Power out of there. Well, you can't fault Rich Power for toughness or for mental toughness, because he is hung in there.
You're right. A week ago he was surfing in San Diego.
When he found out he was going going to fight, the first thing he did was go out and surf in the Pacific Ocean. He's a guy that, you know, has a great sense of humor and the toughness of a mixed martial artist, but right now, he has just been battered from pillar to post and as tired as could be. Jeffrey Hines trying to warn them about the sloppy action. Fury throwing that jab out. It's become a little bit sloppy here in round 8.
That's it, Al. You took the words out of my mouth. Fury a little sloppy in terms of technique, but you know what? He's still throwing a combination, and he still has heavy hands. The punches are being thrown with force.
Now, you know, this is the time in fights when Fury normally gets kind of tired, heading into those later rounds. So we'll see, and that could be part of the reason why his technique has gone south on him a little. I don't know that Power can take advantage of that at this juncture with a minute left to go in the fight.
Fury very square as he walks in right now.
Yep, not a good thing to be. And Power trying to land some punches, but just not very effective with it. And now Power looking to his corner. As you pointed out, he's done a lot of that during the fight. And Fury trying to close the show here in round 8. Body shots, one string low from Fury. And that clubbing right hand on the inside. He has never had Power down in this fight. I don't know that he's ever had him seriously hurt.
Ooh. Heavy shots to the body. Power has never threatened to win. It looks like he's going to make the distance. I hope he does. He deserves it.
Yeah, it would be a badge of honor with seconds left to go. And remember, when this fight ends, the referee will hold up the winner's hand, which we anticipate will be Tyson Fury.
I'm going to go out there, jab and move, slip slide, right and left up, game over.
And I don't think he's ever, from what I've seen so far, dealt with anybody of my physical stature as far as speed and power combined. I throw straight hard shots. I like to be extremely active, and I want to see what happens. I've watched a lot of his fights. I haven't seen him yet actually get hit, so I want to see what happens when I actually, you know, really hit this guy hard.
That clubbing right hand on the inside. He has never had Power down in this fight. I don't know that he's ever had him seriously hurt.
Ooh. Heavy shots to the body. Power has never threatened to win. It looks like he's going to make the distance. I hope he does. He deserves it.
Yeah, it would be a badge of honor with seconds left to go. And remember, when this fight ends, the referee will hold up the winner's hand, which we anticipate will be Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury looks a little tired right now. But it won't matter in this decision, I don't think. Battering Rich Power to the end. And no surprise, the hand of Tyson Fury is raised by Jeffrey Hines. The only question is, did any rounds go to Rich Power? What say ye on that?
I say no.
Okay. I agree.
Tough guy, Rich Power. He's the man right here. Tough guy. What's that, bro?
Rich Power could not be competitive in this fight, save that one terrific uppercut he landed. Showed a lot of courage and fortitude.
Yeah, in a way, it was kind of a remarkable performance by Power, because if you told me coming in that he was going to get hit as much as he did by a big guy, I would have thought he would have gone, and he gutted it out when he was exhausted. And watch here, what you see from Power, from Fury, is not great technique at all, but punches in combination. When you're that big and you're putting your weight behind your punches, you're going to hurt your opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Jeffrey Hines, scores it 80-72 in favor of your winner and still undefeated, Tyson Fury.
So Tyson Fury gets his 12th victory as a professional. Did not get a knockout, though. He was forced to go the distance.
Al, is he smooth? No. Is there a lot of room for improvement? Technically, huge room for improvement. I still liked what I saw. I think there was a lot of good from Tyson Fury tonight.
Tyson Fury, the current English heavyweight champion, had his latest fight in Quebec, Canada tonight when he outpointed experienced American Zach Page 80-72 to win a unanimous decision on the undercard of the Jean Pascal vs. Bernard Hopkins bill in Quebec, Canada today.
Undefeated heavyweight Tyson Fury will return to the ring Saturday night at the Wembley Arena in London, England, to meet another undefeated heavyweight in Marcelo Luis Nascimento, who has 11 knockouts to his credit among his 13 fights.
Well, the strategy has been really just to keep it long and aiming from a long distance type of thing, because although he likes to fight standing up tall, and he doesn't have much head movement or nothing, so to be honest with you, I think I'm a different level to what he is. Although he's undefeated like I am, and he's big and he's dangerous, I just think I should have the experience and the know how to beat him quite easily.
Fury is aware that with both men possessing knockout power, that the pace of the fight should be fast and furious.
Yeah, I like to think he's going to come at me and hopefully he'll want to trade bombs. And when he does, you've seen the movie Independence Day, haven't you?
Fury is not overlooking Nascimento, but tells the Fight Network his pending bout with Canadian heavyweight champion Nevin Pikic should happen this year.
I'm confident that place is going to take place in March, because there's a March 17th Belfast show, and I'm supposed to be on that, so it's probably going to be Nevin.
Will. Fury once again just turning away from a couple of telegraph combinations. Yep. It's almost become a bit too easy, isn't it, for Fury? You drop your man in the opening round and you think, well, that's it, got the fight won here.
And that's why you have to concentrate, Dave.
Yeah. Which he is doing. He's not going into a war. Decent jab, right
looking
as well.
close, it's looking close. He's having a good look, Dave, that referee, Mr. Foster.
Well, he is, but Fury not following up until that body shot there. And that winded, I think, the Brazilian. Gets turned round again. Fury looking for the big punches, but sticking behind that jab. Oh, lovely right, coming in for Fury again. The Brazilian's face becoming redder and redder on the left-hand side and on the bridge of his nose as well. Maybe is that a cut starting to open up a little bit?
On the bridge of the nose, yeah. It is. He's tired now, the kid. He's tired now.
And not just because he's taken the blows, but because of some of the wild shots he's been throwing back with interest. Oh, lovely right from Tyson Fury again. Right hook's got him, and he is out, the Brazilian there. Tyson Fury is out, and the Brazilian, I think, out cold, Steve Box.
Yeah, he's okay.
Before he hit the canvas, he's now been rolled onto his back at ringside. Received treatment, Marcelo Nascimento, this round one, and he first tasted the canvas.
Big shot
in the
straight away.
round. That shot there had the Brazilian in trouble, and then a big over the top right, another clubbing right as well from Tyson Fury. Little left sneaking through the guard there as well. He was just picking his shots up, and there, straight right, beautiful.
He's up.
Put him down. The Brazilian has got to his feet as we look at Tyson Fury in full flow as we go into round two now. Body shots. This, to me, was the best part about tonight. Not just the big punches that put the Brazilian down, but Fury using his brain, going for those body shots as well.
It was the thinking. He was breaking him up with body shots because this guy's got a tight guard. All you're going to do is hit this guy's wrist or hurt your knuckles on his elbows. So get your punches either through the middle or round the side. That was absolutely right. That's why there was complete control in that corner. See, that was in the round previous, and he was he was hurt there, Dave, in all fairness.
And he was hurt by that as well. Lovely right hand to the chin, and round five is when it all came to an end for Nascimento.
Ref's looking now.
Watching on.
Look, straight in, and that was when he had the eye contact. You could see it, top of the head, that is, just on the temple.
Yeah.
He's out momentarily, he quickly rolled onto his side.
A good blow from Tyson Fury.
Hey, listen,
the right hand
It's a harsh business, Dave. That's the bottom line.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 48 seconds of round number 5, our referee in charge of the contest, Mr. Howard Foster, calls a halt with Marcello Luis Nascimento being in no fit position to continue. The actual result is a technical KO. Our winner of the International Heavyweight Challenge, Tyson Fury.
Kick back, kick back. No, not too close now, not too close. Don't want you too close.
That's what I saw from
Come on, all right.
Steady it there. Tyson with his big long legs, isn't it?
They're not that long.
They're all coming back upstairs. Do you want to... You walking up with him or... Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Come on, Tyson. We're having it. I'm crying already. I'm fucking mad.
Take to one side, please.
He's looking towards that, please.
Big man, please.
Let me very quickly introduce to you our top table. First of all, Mick Hennessy of Hennessy Sports. Derek Chisora, the British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion, is sitting beside him. A record of 14 fights, 14 wins, and 9 by knockout. To Mick's left is Tyson Fury, the #1 contender and English champion, also with a record of 14 fights, 14 wins, 10 by way of knockout. And Frank Warren sits to Derek's right. Frank Warren is Derek's promoter. And to the far right hand of the table is Don Charles, Derek Chisora's trainer. Now, I won't talk slowly because I'm sure you all have plenty of questions to put to these two. We will give you full details of the undercard very shortly. It will include Ashley Theophane defending his British title, as well as Kid Galahad and Phil Fury. But if I can ask Mick first of all for his first thoughts on this fight. The two microphones in front of you, just flick them on, fellas.
First.
Thanks for your attendance, first and foremost. It's your support's much appreciated. For me, this is by far the best domestic heavyweight dust-up since Frank Bruno and Lennox Lewis. I think it has the ingredients to be an absolute barnstormer. You've got two young, hungry, undefeated heavyweights who can both bang. Two brilliant records, one 14-0, 10 KOs, the other 14-0, 9 KOs. It's testament to the pair of them for taking this fight at their stages in their career. These are the fights that we all want to be a part of, and these are the fights as fans that we all want to see. So, big respect to both fighters. I'm sure that on the 23rd of July, I know both fighters here consider themselves to be top world-class fighters. On the 23rd of July, Saturday the 23rd of July, we will find out who is world-class out of these two. It promises to be a can't-miss fight. Please, follow this one. It's going to be a massive build-up. And without further ado, I'm going to pass you back to Andy so we can get on with the main event. Cheers.
Derek Chisora, the British and Commonwealth champion. Can we just have your first thoughts on this fight before we throw this one open to the media?
Yeah, it's an amazing fight. Tyson is a well-known domestic fighter, and I'm well-known as well, so it's going to be a good fight, especially only around the corner from my house. So I'm looking forward to the fight. I hope he's looking forward to the fight as well. So I'm going to give you what you expect. The best fight ever in British history. So I can't wait.
And that's to get knocked out. That's what everyone expects.
Do you want to take the mic, Tyson? And I'll get your first thoughts on this contest.
Thanks, Derek. Where can we start?
Well, I think it's going to be a really exciting contest while it lasts, not very long, and Mick said they both can punch, but I don't think Derek can punch his way of a wet paper bag, to be honest. Anyone who showed him any bit of resistance has took him the distance, and just hoping for fireworks, really. I hope he comes to fight, because I'm definitely coming to fight, and he won't have to look for me. I'll stand right in front of him and fight him with fireworks. However he wants it. He wants a box, fight, whatever, he can have it, anyway. Thank you, Tyson. And finally, can I ask Frank Warren, for your first thoughts on this contest?
It's a good domestic fight, and one that Derek's looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to. And, we will see on the night who's the best out of these two guys. I've got my opinion, what it is, and I think I'm sitting next to him, but we'll find out on the night.
So, July 23rd, British and Commonwealth titles on the line. I could talk to these two and talk about this fight all day. However, I think it's over to you guys if you want to put your questions to the men involved.
Derek, you were used to fight Vladimir Klitschko. How difficult is it changing now?
You know, I would say, like, you know, I love the Lonsdale belt, you know, I love the Commonwealth title belts, and, you know, me and my trainer, we always said if the opportunity knocks on the door, we're going to take the opportunity and fight for the world title. But, you know, I'm a believer of God, so God said it wasn't time for you to box for the world title. So I came back, and now I'm going to defend my British title and Commonwealth title. So it's the same way, you know. To say he's taller than Klitschko, we're going to train for him. Like, we're going to train and we'll train for a world title. The more points I get, the more rankings I'm going to get to box for a world title soon. So it don't matter, it don't change anything.
So you work as hard as you would ever Vladimir?
Yes, sir.
Before the Klitschko fight, we went up to the Highlands in Scotland. Are you going to adopt the same method for this one?
We haven't discussed that yet, but when I do know, I'll let everybody know what we're going to be doing.
Tyson, your thoughts fighting for this Commonwealth title as well?
It's a good honour, to be honest with you. I've been waiting for this for quite a long time. I've been trying to get a shot at the British title for ages, really. I had a bit of a trap in the road with McDermott the first time, but I set the record straight. And to be honest with you, the British title, and now that I'm involved as well, it's a very prestigious event, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I've been looking forward to it for my whole life. Everything I've done in my life has been leading to this moment, so I'm not going to let it slip. Definitely not.
Closely following Derek's career as well.
What's that?
You'll be closely following his career.
Yeah, I follow. I'm a big boxing encyclopedia, really. I follow a lot of careers in boxing, and he's done all right, to be honest with you. He's a British and Commonwealth champion. You can't get away from that. He's done better than I have, because I'm on the English champion at the minute. And he's trying to get a world title shot. I was taking the hat off to him. It was a lot gamer than David A was recently, and but it didn't come through. So now he's got to fight the best in Britain, really, rather than the best in the world.
You've been keeping close hand on Tyson's career as well, Derek.
To be honest, I don't follow boxing. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know some of the people in my division. You know, all I know is just train and fight whoever wants your title. So for me, to be honest, it's not about the titles right now. I don't really care about the titles. That's why the titles are not here. You know, it's all about taking these fighters and bringing a record. You know, that gives me more pleasure than the titles. The titles are really true. The titles for my little nephew to hang out with anyway, to play with. But you know, I'm here to take the guy's record anyway.
Tyson, who's training you now? Is Kieran? Is your uncle still? Yeah, I've been training me, yeah. You still train up in Manchester? Well, we've actually been in Luton. I've been sparring with John McDermott, fighting David Tyson in the next couple of weeks. So I'm doing a bit of sparring with John down there, just helping him out. And I'll be going on back to Lancaster, not Manchester, Lancaster in the next couple of days. I'm going to start training camp. To be honest with you, what he just said there about the titles don't mean nothing. With Derek Chisora, yeah, it's all about money. And this is why this fight has been coming off so many times and never come off. Because it's all about money. To be honest with you, I'd fight for nothing on this night. The Lonsdale belt means more to me than £3 million in cash. In order for someone to say to me, lose in your fight, you're £3 million, I'd say no chance. It's all about honour. and not about money. And that's why I'll fight anyone. It's not about money to me. What's money? Money, you've got it, you can spend it, it goes, it comes. If some people have it, some people don't. But to have a prestigious event and a belt, not many people have that achievement in life. And I'd rather have achievements any day of the week than money. We all need money, but then again, not many people in life can say they've achieved something.
At the outdoor couple of weeks, Tyson, we all saw you without your shirt. What was all that about?
That was a bit of training, that was. doing a bit of training down there, jogging up and down the steps. It was just one of them things, you know.
Warm night?
Warm night, it was hot, I had to take my shirt off. Quite around with it.
Were you trying to get it on there and then?
No, to be honest with you, I just wanted to say hi to Derek and let him know that I was in the building that night, and did that, and that's it really. But I had a good night really.
You didn't get spun out, did you?
I did actually, yeah. I got chucked out by about 10 bouncers, but it was alright, yes, it was good.
Did you go of your own accord?
I went on my own accord, yeah.
So you didn't get to see Groves
I didn't, no, I didn't. I went home and went for some Nando's.
Oh.
I missed the fight, I went home.
Have you bought a ticket as well?
I actually got a ticket given to me by a friend there, George Town.
Very little Langley, what's the reaction been like since the finals Langley and Tyson?
All you just have to do, if you're going to sell the fight, you have to put Derek Delboy Chisora on the poster and it'll sell. So for me, it's fine. You know, I'm a local boy, Wembley, around the corner. I live in Hampstead actually, but you know, I was training for a world title, you know, and then now I'm training for a British title again. So there's no hype in it for me, you know. I know what I have to do, so come the 23rd, I'll still have my unbeaten record.
Put Derek Chisora on the poster and it'll sell, right? There he is on a poster. His name's Derek Delboy Chisora. And outside London, who's ever heard of him? Because I don't know many people who's heard of him, to be honest. What's he known for? I don't know, to be honest. Coming out to Only Vills and Horses or something, because he's not a big name, to be honest with you. He's saying, oh, it's not about prestigious and all that rubbish, whatever, yeah? But to be honest with you, I'm the biggest name he's ever going to fight, because I'm going to flatten him. He's never going to get a big fight again, to be honest with you. And that's what's going to happen. He can talk all he wants and say he's a big name and that, but I know he's not a big name. Who's heard of him outside? You go to 10 people down the street, random people, who's Derek Chisora? That's why he walks around with his name on his hat and all that things, and I'm the greatest. There's only one greatest, and that's Muhammad Ali, and he ain't good enough to lace his boots, never mind wear a hat saying I'm the greatest.
Exactly, that's the whole point, you know.
Because you're a bum, that's why.
I was reading I was reading the inside newspaper. You say you want to win the British title for LA, what's it?
Sir Henry Cooper.
Yeah, Sir Henry Cooper.
Rises to two warriors here. Big occasions can disappoint. Big fights lately have, but not this one.
It was fun to watch. Again, Derek Chisora and this man, Tyson Fury, laid it on the line.
For you! Got it!
He is feeling
tomorrow on the belt.
Right now, why not? It would appear that he won this fight, and he did it, interestingly, in some ways, by fighting Derek Chisora's fight, you know, battling on the inside with him, and winning after being hurt very badly in round 2 and coming back. Well, we say winning, but of course we have to go to the judges' scorecards.
How in the end did you score it out? The men that matter, by the way, Ian John Lewis, Phil Edwards and Richie Davis.
I gave Chisora 3 rounds in this fight. You can make a case for 4. I don't know if you can make a case for too many more.
Yeah. For what it's worth, and it's not much when I'm sitting next to you, I gave him 4. But
there you go. I said you can make a case for it.
Hey, I'm not arguing. Wise Paris down there, touching gloves, all of his fans touching gloves.
He went to Canada and Austria to train, left his wife and baby Venezuela behind, young daughter, and said it was a lonely existence, but I had to do the best I could. And he got himself in very good condition, and that ultimately probably was what carried him through in this fight.
If ever you needed a lesson in cutting out the burgers, the chips, all the junk food. It's the stamina that Tyson Fury has shown here.
Did you think you'd see that scene the way the lead up to this fight had happened? So that's refreshing.
Respect, finally. And soon we're going to get the announcement, we're going to get the verdict. And still we wait.
Chisora just never got going in a rhythm where he could land enough punches, or the biggest one, to get the job done. But of course we'll see what the official judging has to say about that.
Yeah, what the judges say is what matters. And the word, of course, that Tyson Fury wants to hear is new when the announcement is made. Is it going to be Fury's night? Here we go.
After 12 hard-fought rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Lewis has it, 117-112. Judge Edwards has it, 117-112. And Judge Richie Davis has it, 118-111. For the new British and Continental Heavyweight Champion,
it is Tyson Fury's night. Chisora's dreams turn to dust, and Fury gets the win, and Fury is the champion.
Disappointing night for Derek Chisora. Twice he had fights scheduled with Vladimir Klitschko. They went away. That's Don Charles, his trainer, who's talking to Tyson Fury. But this is the night that belongs to Fury as he wins this unanimous decision against Derek Chisora, who could never quite get into this fight the way he wanted to.
Mr. Stephen Hiscock.
A victory for real guts, and a victory for Tyson Fury.
And we will hear from Tyson Fury after this short break. You had to show heart and stamina and took it all the way. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. First person I want to thank, my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Without him, I'm nothing. Second of all credit goes to me Uncle Huey. Without him, this all wouldn't have been possible. It's obviously been a bit of blood and guts and heart and getting in there as well. And I just want to thank Mick Hennessy for getting me all of this, and all my fans who came out here. A lot of people came. Just want to say thanks very much for everything that's ever been done for me in boxing. Dream come true. Precious Lonsdale belt means the world to me. And also I'd just like to say congratulations, Derek Chisora, because all the trash talk and all the bullshit before, sorry for the swearing, all didn't mean anything in the end of it, because two warriors and it's a gladiator sport, and I appreciate him coming and fighting me because a lot of people wouldn't. Last of all, I just want to say hello, Dad. I've done it for you. I'll bring him in on Monday. See you soon, Dad.
A quick question about this fight and your future. Round 2, you were in trouble, you were hurt. How hurt were you? And secondly, what do you see next for yourself?
To be honest with you, never been rocked in my life. Never took a standing 8 count, never been wobbled. Although he was open up it, I knew it was wasting energy because it was my time to shine, baby, tonight. And I don't care who they would have put in front of me, the result would have been the same. I don't want to make any excuses, but I have hurt my left hand quite badly, so I could have done a bit better if anything, but I'm happy with the performance. And I just want to say to all the American and all the Canadian, South African, Russian people, there's more to come from Tyson Fury, and I'm willing to take on anybody in the world right now. I've showed that all my career. And I just want to say, I ain't the arrogant, cocky person everyone thinks I am to be. I'm quite a humble, nice guy, you know, when people get to know me. And I hope the British public, Irish and American and everybody in the world get behind this new heavyweight. I'm 22 years old, so Klitschko's a 40-year-old. I just want to say thanks much for everyone coming.
Tyson, well done indeed. Al, we haven't got long, but it's opening up for somebody to fight one of the Klitschkos, isn't it?
Yeah, Vladimir Klitschko suggested he would like to fight the winner of this fight. Whether Tyson Fury's ready for that or not is another issue. But you know what? Let's forget that for a moment. Right now, the British and Commonwealth Championship was an excellent fight, and this man won it, and he deserves to have his moment in the sun.
Briefly, maybe it didn't go quite the way everyone anticipated because it went the whole distance.
Right. Yeah, I think everyone thought this might well be a knockout in this fight. He was in trouble in the second. He had Chisora in trouble a couple of times, but they were able to get through and go 12 rounds.
It's the new name on everybody's lips. There he is, Tyson Fury. It's his night, absolutely, without a doubt.
It was to make the winner of that fight a champion. In a hostile
Tyson Fury already 3-inch sharpness about Tyson Fury's
really good one, and landed it against Fury.
Missed by a great deal into the fight, spending too long. Jab again, then he threw a left hook.
and he's tall. He likes to bang like this, and it makes it exciting.
Tyson Fury wants to make a statement here, and he's making it.
Special as a heavyweight.
Fury.
He's already done more damage to Further than Povetkin can because of the height. He can't walk in past him. They are reach advantage
in the fight. Fury is trying to land it together there, but better for Further. Not start trading. Good right there though from Tyson Fury, doing it from range. Tied in this fight. No one else. Fury in there holding on. And the other's called Deborah O'Connor. You can right there from Fury, closing it again. Great action at the end. Statement here. Fury was a prohibitive favourite here. For right to the jaw of Bertha.
And the toughness of Bertha.
To Jack. Like he was at the start of the fight, struggling to get into range.
And Tyson Fury has done something I haven't seen.
And he stopped it. He has stopped it here, John King. In the fifth. A huge right from Fury. And the referee decided that he had seen enough. And that now will be controversial.
I should think, there's no question Tyson Fury was controlling that round, but this man had hurt him with a big right hand only 3 rounds earlier. I can't imagine at that moment, to be perfectly candid, I'm very loath to criticize officials, I can't imagine stopping it at that moment as we're heading toward the end of the round and he didn't go down. But the decision.
Fury's arm is the one being raised in the center of the ring. And it was such a tear-up for so many periods over those 5 rounds. And it seems a shame, but Fury gets the stoppage in the fifth.
And Nevin was very classy a moment ago while addressing a few words to you. What should I believe?
By the sounds of our both conversations, it sounds like we're not going to have a fight. It sounds like we're just going to go for a dance. But I can assure you one thing, yeah? If I wasn't scared of getting my boxing license taken off me, I'd get up off the seat and smash my fist in his face, yeah? And I'd smash him up and down this place for the things he said about my family, yeah? But considering I am, and I don't want to get reprimanded, I'm going to sit down and keep calm. But come Saturday night, I'm going to punish this kid, you know? He's come here for a beating, and a beating he's going to get. And no one's seen the Tyson Fury that's going to come in against Nevin Padgett on Saturday. I'm an animal, and I'm going to unleash the beast on Saturday night. So there you have it.
Nevin, you're the challenger. Other than that championship belt, what does Tyson have that you don't have? And have you got this guy figured out and solved?
Well, he's got ugly face. I don't have that. That's number one. Number two, well, listen, I'm not motivated by hate. You know, for me, motivation is to provide a better life for my son and my family, and that's all I need. If Tyson needs to build up some hate, to be more motivated, if love for his family is not good enough for him, you know what? That's his problem, not mine. Believe me, even though I speak soft, I'm not gonna be soft come Saturday night. There will be leather flying from both sides, and if he thinks he's in for an easy fight, then good luck to him. That's what I have to say.
Thanks, Devin. Last question for myself, Tyson again. If you win on Saturday night, I mean, you're right now, you're the Commonwealth champion. If you win, what's next for you? And if you lose, what's next for you?
As I said in the build-up, yeah, if I lose this fight, I'll retire. Yeah, if Nevin gives me a hard fight, I'll retire. Because if I can't handle the likes of Nevin Padgett, I'm never going to unify the heavyweight division. And I do believe this time next year I'll be heavyweight champion of the world, and I will unify the division in 2012 to 2013. But first thing I'd like to say is, whoever thinks this guy is better looking than me should go to Specsavers, yeah? Another thing, I like his haircut, but I want to know when's he going to get it finished. Also, yeah, I really think that I might improve his looks on Saturday night by giving him a couple of lefts and a couple of rights, because he's the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life. And just to finish it off, when I win, not if I win, when I win, I'm going to win in style. And I'm going to go out in Manchester and I'm just going to paint it red completely. I'm going to rip up this town like it's never been ripped up before. And that's it.
Thanks. Any questions from the floor?
Tyson, 1 minute you're all smiles and laughing, and the next you're feeling this great anger towards him. What's genuine and what's a show?
Well, I don't know if many of you read the article that was in the papers of my dark side and all this type of thing. Many of you might have done. But I'd go through phases. 1 minute I'm okay, next minute I'm a horrible person. And I sit here smiling and all that, but every time every time it comes into the fight mode, I keep switching on and off like a light. I go from smiley to aggressive and all that sort of stuff. So it's like Nevin said, this is the sport, yeah. I don't want Nevin to get hurt in any type of way, like he said about me, yeah. This is a sport. We're trying to provide for our families here, but I'd say this fight is not just a boxing match. This fight is very personal, yeah? I was over in Canada, I called him out ringside, he chucked a towel at me, blah, blah, blah. Then I went on TV and said some things about Nevin, he said some things about me, so it's kind of a grudge match, you know? It's not the average boxing match where he calls me a name and I call him a name. We're really going in there on Saturday night to give each other a good beating, you know, and hopefully he does come and fight like he says he's going to fight, because I know I'll be there to fight as always. I always come, wear my heart on my sleeve and may the best man win. I get stuck in, he's going to get stuck in, they call him no surrender, but on Saturday night I promise you he's going to surrender. I'm going to make him quit.
Is he right though? Do you need to generate this kind of hatred to motivate you? That's what he's suggesting.
No, you know what, this is just a step towards stardom for me. Like I said before in the interview, you've got to fasten your seatbelt, sit back and enjoy the ride, because red into the stars on this spaceship, baby.
Other questions?
Tyson, I see you've got another trainer now. Is it important that you settle down with one trainer long term? Because you seem to be chopping and changing more than the norm.
Well, you know what it is, I've had about 100 trainers since I've been a professional, but that hasn't harmed me because I'm still 16-0, so anyone who says one head is better than 10 doesn't know what they're talking about. So I don't know, it's me and Chris get along well. It wasn't that my Uncle Hughie done anything bad, because he's a good trainer, and he got me to 16-0, British and Commonwealth champion, and in the Chisora fight, best I've ever been, so I can't complain with Hughie. But you know what it is, it's family thing again. And rather than keep arguing over a stupid boxing match and falling out all the time, it's just not worth it, you know. When it comes down to family and stuff, it's better to be friends than to be arguing over some boxing match. And it wasn't like it was business associates, because he wasn't getting paid for it, he was just doing me a favour. And for me to feel the way I did against him, and him to feel the way he did against me over some boxing that he wasn't getting paid for, it's just nonsense really. So I think it's better we go our own separate ways. And I don't know, hopefully Chris is the one I'm going to stick with, but you never can tell. The travelling man in me likes to travel through trainers.
Does that give you a lift inside?
What's that?
If you change trainers, does that give you a lift? Like some people get a lift by moving house, for instance.
Well, I don't know if it gives you a lift or not, you know. You just got to keep going and do what your heart tells you, because at the end of the day, yeah, this is my career. Nobody in this room can say, all right, I told Tyson to do this, and I don't want, when I'm finished in boxing, I don't want to say if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Them words are said a lot in boxing, and I don't want to say, oh, it was Mick Hennessey's fault, or Hughie's fault, or Chris Johnson's fault, or my dad's fault. I want it to be my fault, whether I win or lose, you know. And I'll know in my career that I've done everything I can to go the farthest I can, really.
And I think I know the answer to
He doesn't want the stoppage. He was furious with the referee, but it stopped in the third. High drama. Dave McCauley.
Great stuff from Tyson Fury after being knocked down in the previous round. To come back and put Package down himself was fantastic. It shows he has great heart, he's got great strength, but Package, his right hand, even though he was hurt in that round, he went down, he was still dangerous, because that overhand right that he has is a good solid punch, and it's one that Tyson Fury is going to have to watch out from all his opponents in the future.
Was it stopped too early from your point of view?
Well, listen, I think you're better being a wee bit more cautious, because If you wait too long, then a lot of damage can be done. These are great big men in here, and they're very powerful. Look at that. You can see the Pythek, like, he doesn't want to know. He's not responding. That was the first knockdown. Look, he was badly hurt there. And I think that the referee made the right choice. If we could just see it again, I think the referee made the right choice.
Well, it may not have lasted long, but it was brutal, it was entertaining, and it was ultimately successful for Tyson Fury. The whole world seemed to be crammed into those 3 rounds, but he delivers every time, doesn't he? Because of the vulnerability, Dave.